Good morning. Today is Sunday, August 29th. Our topic for today is always confident, and we are focusing on 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16, and chapter 5 and 10. Before we get started today, you need your Sunday school notebook, whatever it is that you like to write with, and your Bible to use as a reference. Daddy, it was all worth it. Amaya hated every moment of this morning practice. All right, I need another 200 millimeter sprint. Get set up. Come on, girl. We've got 30 more minutes out here, her dad yelled. Amaya was frustrated at this point. Her body was tired. Her legs were hurting. She felt like she was going to pass out. She was hungry. She was mentally drained. It was 6 a.m. Then on top of all of that, it was freezing cold. She just wished she could have gotten another hour of sleep. Amaya was an 8th grade Star Track athlete. She'd been invited to compete in the Junior Olympics. She was the fastest sprinter in the whole state for her age group. She was so good that she could outrun some of the old runners. To get to her level, Amaya practiced daily, ate a strict diet, worked with a personal strength coach, and kept to a strict sleeping schedule. During the school week, she attended her regular middle school classes and participated in 2 practices a day. Amaya said, "But Dad, I am tired. This is so difficult. I am literally suffering out here, and I cannot breathe. What is the point of all of this? I'm already faster than everybody that I will compete against. Did you see the running times of the other girls? My personal record is faster. This stinks, and I'm ready to go home." She began to cry before her next sprint. "Do not lose heart," her dad encouraged her. Amaya's dad ignored his daughter's tears because he knew that in order for Amaya to be the best, she had to train this hard. Her dad knew that these very moments would be life lessons for his daughter, so Amaya finished the next 30 minutes of practice, got in her dad's truck to head home so that she could start her school day. The day of the Junior Olympics finally arrived. All the hours of training and hard work would finally come down to the next few seconds of her race. Amaya set up her block, jumped up and down to shake her body, and told herself over and over again, "I've got this." Amaya was the shortest girl in the 200 millimeter race. She heard runners take your mark, get set. The starter fired her gun, and Amaya was off and running. Amaya blasted out of her block and kept her head down as her dad told her. She felt relaxed and had perfect form. She did not worry about where the other girls were, but stayed focused on her own journey to the finish line. She ran and felt the wind brushed against her face. Before she realized it, the race was over, and she heard the announcer say, "The 2020 Junior Olympic 200 millimeter winner is Amaya Cook." Amaya could not believe it. She began to cry as she thought about all the sacrifices she made in order to run her best race. She ran over to her dad, gave him a big hug, and said, "Daddy, it was all worth it." For keeping it real, you're going to write down at least 3 ways that you can live a life that is pleasing to God. You can do that now in your notebook.